Hi, in today's video, we'll show you how to add your shared link into Opus and then import any SFG20 schedule. First, we'll go to the SFG20 Schedule Manager from the left-hand side menu. Then, we'll copy and paste our shared link and assign a unique name. Once our regime is added, it will appear on the right-hand side, so we can just click on it to view the schedules as a list available within that regime. When we open that page, Opus will automatically retrieve the latest data available from the SFG20 system and present it in a list of schedules organized by category. In today's example, we're going to locate the biomass boiler schedule. This will be within the boilers category. To view that schedule, we can just click on the Import button on the right. The following screen will show us the full details of the selected schedule. At the top, you will see a high-level summary of all tasks and their criticality levels, along with a list of all included SFG20 tasks. These SFG20 tasks will allow you to view the instructions set within them. So, if you wanted to view the instructions within the weekly check of this biomass boiler schedule, we can click on it and view those. In the following example, we only have a couple of steps or instructions we have to complete within the weekly checks. If you want to bring in the entire schedule, you can select all of the tasks with a single click. Alternatively, you can tailor the import to suit your operations. For instance, you may choose to exclude the daily checks if they fall outside of your current capacity. Once you've made your selections, click Import Schedules to continue. Here, you define which contract the schedule belongs to and select the building it applies to. In many cases, your SFG20 mobilizer tool will already have identified the relevant buildings and assets for this schedule. In the next step, we select the start date of this schedule. Next, select the appropriate work category. In the Task Settings step, we can see the custom job form that the engineer will have to complete on site. This form is automatically generated based on the SFG20 tasks and instructions. You can make every question mandatory so that all required information is captured before a job can be completed. You can also make Opus communicate back to SFG20 every time we complete a task of this type. We can make the new task imported into Opus asset-driven. In other words, the first thing that engineers will have to do is select the relevant biomass boiler asset before they complete the questionnaire. We can also add a generic comment question at the bottom of each form. We'll then move to the next step, where we can assign the relevant assets to that specific schedule. Previously, this step required manually reviewing your entire list of assets within that building. Now, Opus uses AI-powered recommendations to suggest the most relevant assets. Once the process completes, we will see the results against the relevant assets on the right-hand side. Each suggestion comes with a confidence score to help guide your selections. Under the score itself, we can also see the exact reasoning that the AI model provided. So, let's select our biomass boiler asset. We can then move to the next step, which is the final step of the process, where we're given a summary of what we're about to import. We're importing the following schedule, which consists of 21 tasks that we selected. We'll create several different task types named after each schedule and the various frequencies we're choosing to import. Finally, we'll have a list of the buildings we've selected and the assets that we're assigning to each of those PPMs. To complete the process, we can simply click on the Create Task Types and PPMS button at the bottom. The final screen will provide a clear summary of the tasks and PPMs that were generated as part of this workflow. From then on, Opus will automatically manage the PPMs and release tasks when they're due. Thank you for listening. I hope this demonstration gives you a clear understanding of how easy and convenient it is to use the SFG20 integration in the context of the Opuz system.